guys, what's up? Lord Meecher again here, your lord of video games, and welcome to another episode of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. In the last episode, we started through chapter 8 and went through Aigis' side of the story. Today we are going to continue on chapter 8 and see about Akihiko with Mitsuru's anguish. So, without any further ado, let's hop right in. I think I'm going to be playing Akihiko, so I think that's the voice I'll be getting. In order to search for the next Inaba Persona users, Mitsuru and I searched the school buildings for an exit out of the tower. The interior of the building has been warped into a complex maze. I don't think we'll get out that easily.
I'm detecting a set of stairs just up ahead. Would you please try going down a floor?
I'm trying my best.
Got it. Let us know if anything else comes up.
It's not even close.
This
But,
maze is rather troublesome. We must hurry on.
I mean, none of my characters are even close to their voices, but you know. Mitsuru mutters to herself after she and Fuka end their conversation. Her voice sounds tenser than usual. Looks like something's on her mind. Let her talk to her.
Are you still upset at how you and his friends got caught up in this?
I am, but what truly bothers me is how I cannot get a full grasp on the Sho Minazuki character, who has been behind everything.
Are we sure he's a persona user? When he fought against Labras, he didn't use a persona.
In addition to that, the one who called himself the person behind Labras' disappearance said that he had no persona. Granted, that could have been an act to confuse us, but it still seems like a very unclear way of doing things. It's hard to believe that what he said was just an act.
When I spoke directly with Minazuki, I saw his persona myself. This matches with what Narukami and his friends attested.
Could he have an accomplice?
An accomplice? Akihiko, this is only a hypothesis, but what if there were two Minazukis to begin with?
You're not even far.
Two. You mean the one who called himself Sho and the one who called himself Minazuki are two different people?
No, his personality changed before our very eyes. There's no doubt that they're the same body. But what if this isn't a case of multiple identity disorder? What if the two truly are completely separate personalities existing in the same body?
Yep.
Completely separate? What do you mean?
Mitsuru-senpai, I'm detecting a shadow just up ahead of you.
Oh well, we're getting into a fight, I guess. We immediately end our discussion when Fuka's voice reaches us. There's only one door ahead of us, at the end of the hallway. Must see a way around whatever's in our path.
It'd be too much trouble to try to head back. Let's break through here, Mitsuru.
It seems there's no other way. The situation is growing more and more dire by the moment. We must deal with this as quickly as possible.
Right. We rush to the door and charge inside. On the other side is a normal classroom. Well, normal. If you ignore the bizarre decorations all over, with blackboard, lectern, and rows of desks. This detective of Inaba is waiting for us here.
It's been a while. You two seem to have made it out of your predicament. How does it feel to have been rounded up like that?
Of course. This Naruto's a fake. There's no reason to doubt it. It's well made. It'd be hard to tell the difference unless you had a shadow detecting abilities like Fuka. The enemy's goal wasn't to carve off pieces of our personas in battle. These accurate doubles could easily have been used as weapons against us.
Enough idle conversation. Let's get this over with. We don't have a lot of time.
I agree. Come the
Wait,
ring.
Akihiko.
What's up? I get impatient to go into battle. Misuru's voice stops me. True. I guess we should listen to the fake's dying words. Maybe able to gain some clues after all.
There's something I want you to tell me before I slay you.
Oh! Okay, go off, Queen Slay.
What is it? You can ask, but it doesn't mean I'll answer.
Who created you fake people? Who is Minazuki?
That's an odd thing to ask. Didn't you meet him yourself only a few moments ago?
Yes.
You should ask him yourself. Then again, you won't be given that chance as you'll never leave here.
We're going with Akihiko. Because we barely played him. Mitsuru's one of my favorites, but she doesn't play as well. I do love Chie. I love how Chie fights. Even Aigis too. I love how Aigis fights. And Akihiko.
Don't get too carried away.
You're up.
What?
Oh, I missed. I forgot how to. Oh my god, it was just too easy. Too easy. Oh, I love Akihiko. He's so OP. Oh my god.
That was enjoyable. Please sit back and enjoy the spectacle of extinction. Well then.
With an entering jeer, fake Naruto begins to crumble. Earth pillars disappear as well. A set of stairs leading downwards appear inside the classroom.
Mitsuru-senpai! Akihiko-senpai! Are you alright?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, no problems on our end. The shadow disappeared before we could get any information out of it, though.
We can't waste any time. Let's keep moving while we talk.
Right.
Okay, please head down those stairs then. That should get you out of the tower.
Alright. Follow Fuka's directions and head for the exit. Along the way, decide to pick up our discussion on Sho's true character.
Mitsuru, back to what we were talking about earlier. It looked like Sho changed right in front of us. He switched personalities. What makes you think that it's not the ordinary form of split personality?
Do you recall the conversation in the limo about Ikutsuki's personal experiments? I said there was an indication that a plume of dusk was used.
What if he has the plume of dusk inside? Well, it's obvious he has the plume of dusk inside him. But that itself is the other
The
personality?
human experimentation we were talking about? It's definitely something a guy like Ikutsuki would have come up with.
What if Ikutsuki's experiments on Minazuki involved transplanting a plume of dusk into a living person?
What? Why would he do something like
He's a
that?
scumbag?
Considering that it could have been part of Ergo Research's attempts to create artificial persona users, it makes sense. It's most likely that Ikutsuki implanted a plume of dusk into Minazuki in order to intentionally try to force a persona to appear. But Sho Minazuki didn't awaken to the persona ability. That much can be gathered from the fact that Ikutsuki labeled the experiment a failure.
Bastard performed terrible experiments on young children, all for his own gain. And he called this a failure? Ikutsuki put something strange inside a living person and simply wrote off what he did as a failure. That only proves how insane he'd been.
Contrary to Ikutsuki's expectations, though, the experiment had a different result.
What? Don't tell me.
If a plume of dusk was implanted into the body of a person who already had a personality, what would happen?
A plume of dusk stimulates the creation of an ego. So it's not out of the question that it would create a new personality in the same body.
In other words, it wasn't split personalities in Sho's mind, but two completely different entities in the same body? The original Sho and the personality that created when the plume of dusk was put inside him now calls itself Minazuki. And maybe its second personality that has the ability to use a persona.
According to the records, after the operation, Minazuki entered a vegetative state after some time. Thus, Ikutsuki let go of Minazuki. He was then transported to a hospital in the suburbs of Inaba, and there are no records of Minazuki from there on.
Huh.
What happened from that point on, I can only speculate. But I wonder what sort of life Minazuki led after he regained consciousness.
That's a good question. Mitsurugi's expression softens. Even if Minazuki was created by Ikutsuki, there's one last way that Ikutsuki's ghost still haunts us. Ikutsuki's research only followed similar experiments created by the Kitajoh group. Sho's past is that Mitsuru describes as then he's yet another victim of the Kitajoh group. Not just an enemy to be defeated. Yeah. Not long after we pass through the main entranceway, we see a path leading to the school's main gates, which are painted in a strange pattern. Beyond that, nothing but red fog. There's no telling what state the town is in right now. You gotta hurry and save everybody.
Labra said that she wanted to speak with Minazuki. And now, so do I.
We'd better rescue Yukiko's group and get back here then.
Indeed. Let us accomplish our duties with haste.
There's no point in denying that Kitajoh is partly responsible for this series of cases. That truth won't change, and it's obvious this is weighing heavily on Mitsuru's shoulders, since she's the head of the Kitajoh group now. That's why I believe I truly understand how Mitsuru felt when she made the choice to step back from the front lines earlier. She put trust in her comrades. That's how it should be. We can count on our teammates to get the job done.
Fuka, what's Yukiko's position?
I sensed something southeast of there. Please be careful.
Let's go. As Fuka's communication cuts off, the school building behind us makes a groaning sound. It's so loud now. I get the feeling that there isn't a lot of time left. The whole shaking is making it so hard to read. Mitsuru and I nod to each other before we begin running towards town. Can the shaking stop? It's making me like dizzy. Please, thank you. To be continued right there. Damn. Okay, so there's still more. Oh. And the main one. Alright, well, let's finish this one. On to chapter 9. Rush to Junes. We run at top speed through the fog, enveloping the town of Inaba. Not a single soul can be found outside. The sight reminds me of nothing more than in the dark hour. Akihiko must feel the same way as he runs beside me.
Mitsuru, how are Aigis and Teddy doing? They must have gotten out into the town by now.
Teddy.
You're right. Let me search for them.
I concentrate and search the area for any readings. My search ability only has a limited range. To make matters worse, the images that appear in my mind have a severe interference, likely caused by this strange fog. This fog seems to be symbolic of Minazuki's solitude, as if trying to sever our connection to one another.
I found them in the town shopping district. We'll be able to catch up with them quickly.
Alright, let's hurry to join up with them. Then we can compare notes.
Right. Fortunately, Aigis and Teddy appear to be very close by. We hurry towards the reading in an effort to meet up with the others.
Ow! My back still hurts. Getting old sucks.
Teddy, you're not old.
Do you age, Teddy? I don't.
Oh, by the way, there's something I've been meaning to ask you, Ai-chan. Is there anyone you like?
What do you mean?
Come on, you can't fool me. If you don't have anyone, then you and me should...
Aigis, Teddy.
Michan! Aki!
Hey guys, we're back.
Akihiko-san, Mitsuru-san, thank goodness you're both safe.
Whoa, what happened? You're both beaten.
I was careless. We were ambushed by an enemy and suffered severe damage.
Though they're acting brave, it's obvious at a glance that both Teddy and Aigis have been severely injured. It's clear that they won't be able to fight properly for a while. Oh,
Is someone... Please respond.
we're on our way.
Rise-chan! I hear you! Talk to your lover bear!
Is that you, Kujikawa? We can hear you.
That voice. Mitsuru-san? Thank goodness. I heard you were captured.
We're on our way to rescue you guys.
Yes, but we're fine now. I'm sorry to have worried you. Where are you right now?
Yukiko-senpai and I went out to look for Kanji and the others, but the town's turned into a maze. I lost track of them while we were getting our bearings. We're thinking about heading back to Junes right now.
All right, keep going to Junes. We'll head over too, so we'll meet you there. Tatsumi and Shirogane should have arrived already.
Understood. Please be careful.
Nope, there it
Alright,
goes.
now that that's decided, we need to hurry. Aigis, Teddy. Can you go on?
Leave it to me to guide you to Junes. I'll use my nose and... Achoo!
Bless you. What's up, Teddy? Teddy appears to have sensed something. He turns and looks at the shape that appeared further down in the shopping district. After all that's happened, They still intend to make us fight. No. From here on, they're doing this just to buy time. The shape ahead draws closer. And I see that it's a double Satonaka. There's no need to wonder about whether this is the real one or not. Ah, there goes the ring.
You left everyone else inside and ran away? What happened to all that fun stuff?
I'm doing Akihiko because Akihiko and Chie fight.
Oh, maybe they just don't need you anymore. I guess you're the runs of the litter.
Says you.
A fake Chie-chan! Bears have packs, not litters, and we're not runts!
It's fine, Teddy. Let it say whatever it wants.
I stop Teddy as he tries to lash out in response to the fake Satonaka's harsh words. It's true that we made a mistake in being captured by the enemy before this started, but still.
I've made some errors this time, but we have our comrades. Even if one of us was to fall, the rest of us can complement each other. My standing here right now is a result of the trust we have for one another. I will carry out my duty, and you will be stopped.
Oh, the power team. Look at these two bad boys. Oh my god, the bad boy and the bad bitch. With my thoughts of my comrades, who left for the top of the tower at the forefront of my mind, I grab hold of the hilt of my rapier. No matter what taunts these shadows have for me, my heart will not be shaken. My comrades have my back. All I have to do is keep proceeding onward.
We will protect this world. We will not lose to the likes of you.
We're the most powerful lineup ever! We'll prove that we've got the upper claw here!
Two of them are so hurt that I'm surprised they can even move. But the fire in their eyes is stronger than ever. They sense their will to fight shining through. Such admirable resolve. We will take on this burden in their stead. Next to me, Akihiko slams his fist into the palm of his other hand and steps in front of Aigis and Teddy.
I was hoping for a chance to fight about now. I felt myself getting rusty. The rest of you can sit back and watch.
Right.
This tournament is foolish, but I was given one of your insipid names. It's time I showed you the power of the Execution Queen.
Whew! Embrace it. Embrace it. Sorry, Akihiko has to. It's against Chie, so. Alright, Chie, you are about to get destroyed. Let's go.
Finally.
Don't get too carried away.
Ow.
Keep at it. The match.
Oh my god.
No need
Come here.
You're in the lead.
Ow. Sorry, but that's how it's gonna end. Sorry, Chie. I had to. Whew. That was actually tough because of Chie. I don't even turn back to look at the melting shadow anymore. We rely on Teddy's nose and run with all our speed through the red fog towards Junes.
There! Come on! Everyone hurry!
Let's go. Eventually see the large store that I had been in when we exited the TV world. This building must normally be quite lively with customers, but now it looms with an eerie silence within the dim red fog.
Our rendezvous point is on this building's rooftop. Everyone remain in contact while searching for Kujikawa and the rest. Stay alert.
Oh.
Every day's great at your Junes. Hello!
What do you want? A monitor on the side of the road flickers and that General Teddy suddenly appears on the screen.
What the? You again, you phony bear! What do you want now? Thanks for coming all the way out to such a remote place. Did you enjoy the P1 Climax? There were so many touching battles this time. But, too bad for you. Unfortunately, you've all served your purposes already.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
Just what I said. When you fought, you released fragments of your personas, and I've gathered more than enough of them.
Oh.
Thus, there's no reason to keep you persona users alive any longer. Prepare to be swallowed by a surge of shadows.
Oh boy. Once General Teddy finishes, the monitor shuts off. Silence fills the area once again. Uh-oh.
What is the shaking?
With a thundering roar, a viscous black liquid geysers up from everywhere. This black wave surrounds us, whirling madly and begins to close in.
Ah! What the?
There are so many shadows. They're going to attack. Please, be careful.
We have to hurry.
Cheap bastards. Come! Persona!
Akiko's persona, Caesar, swings its sword towards the approaching black wave. The mass shadows retreats for a moment, like a receding tide, then immediately surges towards us like a tidal wave.
Artemisia!
Persona!
Initiating summon sequence. Athena.
Alright. We summon our personas one after another, and we have no choice but to fight back. If things are this bad out here, I worry about Kujikawa and the others who are inside. We must get inside as soon as possible and meet up with them. But the horde of shadows pours forth without stopping, giving us no respite. Even the entrance to Junes has been completely covered with the black mass. If this becomes a drawn-out battle, then obviously we'll be at a disadvantage. I feel a sense of listlessness. After being on that cross, I'm severely exhausted. Even Aigis and Akihiko are moving less nimbly than usual. Teddy fights on, as if trying to protect the three of us, but he is injured as well. He won't last forever.
Ugh, if this keeps up.
Rise-chan, Yuki-chan, Nao-chan, I'll be right there.
Come on, Teddy, we
More
got
shadows
this.
incoming. They're not stopping.
Where was he hiding this many shadows?
Good question. My vision begins to darkness, as layers of gauze are being wrapped around my eyes, and I feel more tired than ever. Though each shadow may be inconsequential on its own, their sheer numbers are too much to contend with. My arms drop to my sides and I can't lift them anymore.
Mitsuru! Hey, hang in there!
Mid-chan! Watch out!
Mitsuru-san!
Oh
Come
boy.
on, can't you pull it together? I really don't want to get involved here, you know?
Oh my god! It's the boy! What the? As the sound echoes out, my vision returns, and I see a shape moving towards us, mowing down the horde of shadows. Was that just a persona attack? The shadows that have been overwhelming us retreat, and a path opens up towards the Junes entrance.
You are...
Oh man, you guys look terrible. That's what you get for sticking your noses into places they don't belong.
Oh my god. The newcomer's a man who speaks languidly, while scratching at the back of his neck. A persona attack must have come from him. He looks familiar. The serial murder case that took place in Inaba last year. It's hard to remember the name of the former detective who had been arrested as a suspect.
Are you Toru Adachi?
Yep.
What? I thought Adachi was in police custody.
Wow, I'm famous now. You're Mitsuru Kirijo, right? I guess the rest of these people are your subordinates?
What's Adachi baby doing here? Wait, you must be a fake too.
Huh? You too? A fake? Yeah, that's it. I'm a fake.
Everything about his response radiates in sincerity. He seems to be an intelligent but shrewd man. But for right now, it doesn't matter if this man is a fake or not. What matters is why such a person would go out of his way to help us.
Why did you save us?
It wasn't just for you. If you died here, it'd be trouble for me. I have to obey the rules.
Rules?
Never mind, I'm just rambling. Still, isn't this an impressive number of shadows? I bet you'd really be able to get up to something fun with this many.
Oh, Adachi.
Like, oh, say summoning up a god or something?
Summoning
Throwing
God.
hints.
Is that what that show guy is doing?
This horde of shadows seems to have been gathered here by the other Minazuki after all. He's intending to use them to awaken a godlike being? What he called his world is one where that being has descended. That will result in the fall, utter destruction.
I'm just guessing. And if this many shadows were to head over to that tower and start wrecking shit, that building wouldn't stand a chance, would it?
No, it would not.
Plus, anyone inside would be in for some real trouble, wouldn't they? Well, it's not like it matters to me. I'm gonna be on my way now. Good luck or whatever. Aren't the rest of your friends in here at Junes? You kids love crowding together after all. Don't you think you'll win with those numbers?
No,
Hey,
Adachi.
stop! Where do you think you're going?
Just chilling.
Don't, Teddy. I know you want to go after him, but we're all exhausted right now. We need to prioritize meeting up with your friends.
I agree. Adachi doesn't even look back at Teddy and begins walking at a leisurely pace at the direction of Yasogami High. We quickly I cannot read today. We quickly lose sight of him as he becomes lost in the muddy stream of shadows.
Toru Adachi. At the very least, he didn't seem to be a fake made from a shadow.
Is he scheming something after all?
No matter what his aims were, it's true that we were saved in the end.
That's true.
Save thinking about it for later. We need to hurry.
Yeah, meet up with everyone. We run along the path to Junes entrance that had been created for us by Adachi's strike and rush into the store up the stairs. The gushing shadows had entered the building as well, but they are far fewer in number than they had been outside and aren't much of a hindrance. Eventually the stairs end and we see the door that opens to the rooftop food court. Oh my! In the food court, beyond a horde of shadows had regained its intensity and continued flooding in one after another. 4 Persona users from Inaba are fighting them, even though they are experienced fierce fighters and have survived many tough situations. It seems they are having a hard fight against the sheer volume of these shadows.
Damn it! Getting more intense again! There's no end to this!
You can't give up. Mitsuru-san and her people should arrive soon.
Right. We can't lose somewhere like this.
Rise-chan, now-chan, Yuki-chan! I'm so glad you're all okay! I'm coming over right now!
What about Kanji?
Oh, Teddy! And Mitsuru-san too!
Teddy should be considerably exhausted and injured, but seeing the face of his friends must have given him strength. He darts towards his friends as fast as his little legs can carry him and joins their battle line. They are united by a strong bond as well. He can't fall behind either.
Ted! Hey! You intentionally left me out, didn't you?
Don't worry, Kanji, I got you, my man. I got you.
You're loud as always. Do you still have a lot of energy left? You don't go down easy, but I see you're barely hanging on.
Don't underestimate me. Half your stuffing's hanging out anyway, so you don't get to say anything.
Sorry we're late. You did well in keeping him at bay. We'll join in the fight.
All right. With a sense of relief at seeing everyone we had been unable to locate, we quickly tell them our situation and check on their conditions. It's clear that all of them are tired and injured, but now that our numbers have doubled, we should be able to make up for that by cooperating with each other. As it turns out, we are slowly but surely able to push back the seemingly endless torrent of shadows.
We can do this! There's enough of us here now that I'm sure we can win!
We will.
It's too early to be relieved yet. The shadows all over town are converging on that tower. At this rate, our senpai in there will be...
Shirogane is right. If we are held up here, we won't be able to aid those who have headed up the tower. If the shadows are gathering with the intent to climb that tower, and we have to take take the chance of returning to the tower ourselves to intercept them.
But considering the sheer number of shadows, that would be too dangerous.
Mitsuru-san, Ken-kun has given me the details. This case has many similarities with Shuji Yakutsuki's plan. I believe the culprit has the same intent.
Yep.
And considering the current situation with these hordes of shadows, the time is nigh.
Chomi Nazuki calls Shuji Yakutsuki his father. Then there's also that Toru Adachi. There's also what Toru Adachi mentioned. There's also enough circumstantial evidence. And this time, Naoto speaks of it's nothing less than the end of the world.
Do we have no choice but to entrust this to the others here? Isn't there something we can do, Mitsuru-san?
Keep the shadows at bay.
This isn't the time to argue, Mitsuru-san. We have to go.
What's there to worry about, Mitsuru? There's only one option here.
Everyone wants to return to the tower, completely disregarding their own safety. Not a single one of us is afraid to volunteer, even in this desperate situation. In addition, we've been forestalled again and again since this started. It seems that my position as the leader of the Shadow Operatives had put me on the defensive without my noticing it. We have to go on the offense now that we have the strength to do so.
Everyone, listen up. The shadows are likely gathering at that tower. Their goal is likely to bring about the coming of a god with the power to destroy the world. We must stop this at all costs. Fujikawa, will you lend me your strength? We'll combine our communication abilities to contact Yamagishi. They need to be told of the danger.
The first step is to make contact. I task the other 6 with making sure that the area is secure. Then take Fujikawa's hand. We both feel a similar tension, distinct from what we feel in battle as we focus our thoughts and concentrate on the tower.
Persona!
Here we go. Now, the situation is truly chaotic, and the end of the world is drawing near. The vision that appears in my mind is surprisingly clear. To think that Fujikawa's communication ability is this powerful. It's equal to Yamagishi's. I've also been told that it's evolved to the point that she can participate in combat now. These Persona users of Inaba have great potential hidden within them. That's right. They have the obligation to protect this town, their future.
Fukusan is somewhere around the middle of the tower?
Hold on, Fujikawa. There's something in the sky.
Oh? There's a reading of something approaching at high speed from the fog-filled sky. Eventually, the rhythmic sound of a helicopter reaches our ears. A large helicopter with Kitajoh group markings approaches us out of the fog. The pilot must be...
Kikuno! That's you there, isn't it, Kikuno? Respond at once!
Hey, our girl Kikuno's back!
Lady Mitsuru, thank goodness you're safe.
What are you doing there? This airspace is dangerous. You must withdraw at once to a safer area.
You're all putting your lives at stake by fighting. I refuse to shame myself by withdrawing.
Be careful. I can only smile at the way Kikuno refuses my direct order. She won't hesitate to risk herself for my sake. That's never changed at all.
And there's something I must tell you at once. We've decoded more of the records from Shuji Ikutsuki that I gave to Lavra-san.
Oh?
We've reached a point where there is a description that seems to be hinting at the security code. If we can solve it, we may be able to fully unlock it.
We need that detail.
The clues to the password are my true form that I should take and the one written of in the prophecy.
Huh?
Prophecy and true form? Could this be about what happened back then?
Probably.
Mitsuru, you have to remember. That insanity Yakutsuki was a slave to. You remember the speech he gave us?
Never forget that night 3 years ago. The night where we were cast into the depths of despair. Yakutsuki looked down on us with insanity in his eyes and told of his own ambitions.
He said he would become a king in the new world. With that in mind, what he strived to become, his self-professed true form.
The new world that Shuji Ikutsuki strove for. A new world. A world where everyone besides himself had been changed into a shadow. What do you believe his true form would be?
King of the Fog.
There's no mistake. Those words symbolize the distorted ambitions Ikutsuki had become obsessed with and what he truly believed he would become.
King of the Fog. That's it! The password was accepted, and the file's been unlocked. I'm opening the file now.
There's
Okay.
no time to wait for an analysis. Fujikawa, let's try again. We need to get this information to Lavras through Yamagishi.
Right. Direct our search in the direction of the tower. Once more, detect Yamagishi. Near her are a number of other readings that appear to be in combat. They are Narukami, Satonaka, and Hanamura. It seems they are fighting valiantly to protect Yamagishi. They have been injured. I sigh in relief. Sensing that they've made a recovery, we immediately open communications with Yamagishi and relay our situation. According to Yamagishi, a sudden storm of shadows in town have begun pouring into the tower as well. We then pass our own conclusions, the reason for the horde of shadows, and our information on the password. Yamagishi seems lost for words at hearing this, but she quickly recovers herself.
So that's why all these shadows have been flooding in. We'll stop them here as well. I'll tell Lapras about that password at once. Please be careful, Mitsuru-senpai.
We will. Everyone looks towards me once the communication ends. They're waiting for a word from me with such impatience. Don't worry, I understand.
We will now head to the tower to aid those who are still in there. We'll have to force our way in. We will combine the strength of our personas and fight our way through.
As they say, that's what I'm talking about.
That sounds dope. Can we like have our personas envelop us? Like, you know, and just like use our weapons, but like kind of like, I don't know if anyone is gonna get this reference, like the old Digimon, like not old Digimon, but like there was one that like the people transformed into Digimon, if I'm not mistaken.
This is starting to get interesting. I'm getting pumped up.
I mean, it wouldn't be transforming into a persona, just fusing with them.
All right.
That'd be cool though.
If that's the plan, then it's time to bust out all our skills. Better not fall behind, Ted.
I'm getting fired up! Wait for us, Sensei! Wait for me, Labby-chan! There's no need to fear with my tremendous strength!
Alright.
Right. Lapras and Chia are fighting too, so I can't just stay here.
When we're about to step towards the tower, I noticed the black silhouette of a vehicle, lowering its altitude close enough to graze the horde of shadows.
Kikuno, you need to leave Inaba and stand by until we contact you again.
No, my lady.
Straight up no.
This helicopter is loaded with two 7.62mm Gatling guns, 19 continuous rounds of 70mm rocket ammunition, as well as a 30mm chain gun.
Well, my apologies.
Though these cannot damage shadows, they will be useful in preventing their advancement and providing you with some measure of backup.
Don't be ridiculous. It's too dangerous.
Lapras-san asked me why someone who couldn't use a persona would risk their life to go to a place where shadows appear. No matter how slight it may be, I can still provide some assistance to you all. I have been prepared to risk my life from the start. My lady, I have my own battles to fight.
As long as you take care, then.
Hikuno-san.
Mitsuru, you're gonna repeat the same mistake.
Right. It doesn't matter how strong or weak you are. I've pushed Narukami and his friends away before, and now I'm doing the same to Kikuno. Kikuno, I accept your determination. Aid us from the helicopter. We must reach that tower at all costs.
Understood. I will see you there safely, even if it costs me my life. Let us depart.
It won't cost you your life. Kikuno's helicopter rotates in place to face the direction we'll be proceeding in. Oh my god! A tremendous concussion. A rain of bullets showers down on the massive shadows, flashing bits of blackness every which way. The wave that had been completely covering the road loses its intensity and begins to retreat.
Now!
Right. All right.
Come! Persona! Go!
Persona!
Here we go.
Goes.
Everyone's personas. Then a sparking light runs into the wave of shadows, accompanied by a roaring sound. Ooh, there it is. We can do this. We nod to each other and leap one after another into the newly formed path. We must head to the tower where our comrades are fighting, so that we can carry out... No. We can all carry out our duties. Did we get the to be continued? All right, there it is. Ooh, that was exciting. But we're gonna leave that here. And the next one, we're going to jump into the main story of chapter 9. We just have a bit more left. Oh, that's a lot. Never mind. We got a bit more left and we are done with this. And then the next one will be the episode Adachi. I mean, next after I finish the P3 side, if what I mean. But I'm going to leave things off here. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So if you guys do celebrate it, please be thankful to your friends and family, the people who care about you, and spend it with loved ones. If you don't celebrate it, hope you guys have a great day. And leaving things off here. Hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. If you have, please leave a like, comment, and share. That always helps out against that pesky YouTube algorithm. Subscribe and join the Moonlight Army today. Hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. If you guys want to stalk me on my social medias, the links will be in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So, take care, guys. Bye-bye.